doing the Harlem Shake up in here. It's cold out, son. I hope Rev doesn't show up. Arjan, how are you, my friend? Rev, it's our old buddy Arjan's in the house. James the Nerd, James, I have your message. I'll call you as soon as I'm done with my live. Okay, I promise. I worked all night, had a very, very, very rough night. I did a live and then straight to work. Paul Greenwell. Rob H. Rob H. I talked about you on the show all week. You haven't been in here. Rob H. Thank you so much. I got my, I used my McDonald's gift card. I did a live last night. Went to McDonald's and got called right to work again. Got off work at 4, got home at 5, got to sleep at like 9 o'clock this morning, was up at 10. I'm like a crack addict out here. I'm having a rough one, a very rough one. Also, ow, ow. Could you imagine clapping out here if someone good performed? You're like, ow, 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 ow. Clap it like this. What's happening, everybody? It's your old pal, Boogie Bob. I'm going to get a new co-host named Doug, and he's going to be Douchey Doug. It's Boogie Bob and Douchebag Doug. So we'll be right in the mix. I haven't done the news in weeks. I have been working 7 days a week. This time of year, like this week, starting tonight, nothing. I got nothing. My regular spots will be open. All the private events will be closed until New Year's. I have a lot going on New Year's, and then the first week or two of January is dead, and then the corporate events start up again. So I will be able to come out and do the news. I can't take my hands out of my pockets. So I'm doing the news today. I'm turning the paper with my nose. I hope everybody's having a beautiful day wherever you are. God bless you, and thank you for coming by. With news and views you can use if you choose. If you choose not to use the news, get it together, Bob. Get it together. Bad shorty alert watching me from behind. Bad shorty alert. She's going to be walking by back there in a minute, coming from this direction. Am I pointing in the right direction? Shit. She stopped. Don't stop. Bad shorty alert stopped. She must know I'm onto her. Bad shorty alert over there somewhere. She got away. She literally turned around. Hey, shorty! Don't you think I look cute today? I mean, I don't... Rev, she was walking in my perimeter. Oh, shit. So if I showed the camera that way, I should have showed it this. No, I did it the right way. All right. It's going to be a horrible show today, so you should probably leave now. Paul Greenwell, take your ball and go home. It is not going to be pretty today. Rob H., thank you so much. I had a couple cheeseburgers on you last night, my friend. Alfred Cluse, God bless you. I hope you're well. Let's get on with the news and views you can use if you choose. If you choose not to... Let's get on with the news and views you can use if you choose. If you choose not to use the news and views, then snooze you lose, you fools. You choose. Not bad. There it is, folks. The naughty list. This is the lady from Harvard. She should have been fired. If you have a press conference to talk about the violence on campus due to anti-Semitism, and they ask you at the press conference, would you condemn hatred towards Jews, and she can't even give an answer. Do you think anti-Semitism should happen on campus? You go, well, you know, if it's a fire her ass. Santa, what are you doing there? Santa's got her on the, got her for plagiarism. You know, I hate plagiarism. In fact, I wrote about it the other day. I said 7 years ago, our forefathers brought forth a new... And then I had this whole speech about I had a dream that one day our children will... It's all my stuff I wrote. You can't plagiarize no more. Back in the day, you could plagiarize. One of my friends was going to college, and she was like, oh my God, I don't know what to do. I have to do a whole thing on fingerprints for my law thing. I go, I got you. I went on Wikipedia, took about 12 quotes, changed them around, moved this one here to this one there, and changed some words around. She got an A. Can't do that no more, bruh. Boogie Bob would have got her kicked out of school. All right. I'm not doing that. There's certain stories I won't do. The Harvard president is facing 40 charges of plagiarism. It's like that song I wrote. There's a lady who's sure all that glitters is gold, and she's buying a stairway to heaven. When she gets there, she knows if the stores are all closed, with a word she can get what she came for. Ooh. It's a song I wrote. It's called Stairway to Heaven. It's pretty catchy. She's a, oh boy. Is this the dude? Hey man. This is the dude that used to be the mayor of New York. First of all, I get it. They use the creepiest pictures they can find, but Rudy is a real sick, twisted, creepy dude. So, here's what happened. These ladies in Atlanta, a woman and her mom, volunteered to work an election. First of all, anybody who volunteers to go work, you don't get paid. You go work an election, you're out there trying to do your civic duty. Oh, but no, according to Rudy, they took tubs, big tubs of votes, and they moved them on a hard drive. And they're both, first of all, it was found out by everyone that he was lying. He admitted in court he lied. And now he lost $148 million trying to perpetuate this lie of the sham stolen election. He lost in a court of law. $148 million. What's he do? He walks outside and says, yeah, wait till the evidence comes out. Me and Pillow Guy have evidence. It's going to come out. It's only been 4 years. Give me 4 more years and I'll... Well, anyways, he lost $148 million, and then the next day he goes to file for bankruptcy, which is what you do. I ain't paying her. I'm going bankrupt. Well, they're going to take... First of all, he has nothing. All of his lawyers have sued him for over $500,000 for robbing them. He took that from the Trump playbook. If you're a Trump lawyer, you're not getting paid. You're not getting paid. You get paid. That's the same with Giuliani. Giuliani, $148 million loser. Former Mayor Rudy Giuliani filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy Thursday. I hope they take it all. What he did to these people. What do we got here? What do we got over here? Let's keep an eye on this, folks. What do we got going here? Who's that guy? I'm not paranoid. I think you think I'm paranoid. Wheelchair shove wrist slap. This was horrible. So there's a video. The president of the Philadelphia Flyers, that's a hockey team. If you don't follow hockey, I don't follow. The Philadelphia Flyers, the president of, you got to be rich to be the president of the Jets or the New York Knicks or the Oakland A's. Philadelphia Flyers is no exception. His son, the president's son, goes to a party, and the party's at the top of a staircase. and him and his little douchebag buddies are standing there. And let me see if I'm getting all the stuff here. I'm gonna do the whole Colorado thing in a second. Thank you, Ambrose. So the whole new the party is at the top of the stairs, and the kid he's at the party standing there with his buddies getting ready to go in, and there's a camera right there watching them. There's a disabled person in the bathroom, and they left their wheelchair in the hallway at the top of the stairs. First he sits in it, plays games, and then he takes the chair and throws it down the stairs. Who would take a disabled person's chair and throw it down like 40 steps? Well, he was arrested. It turns out it's a wrist slap, of course. His daddy is the president of NHL. The son of NHL president, Philadelphia Flyers general manager Daniel Briere, was granted probation from the incident in which he shoved a woman's wheelchair down a flight of steps in Pennsylvania. He should be punched in the face. Today is Punch in the Face Friday. Carson Briere, the Patrick and Patrick so-and-so, had their applications for accelerated rehabilitation disposition. A first-time non-violent offender. Well, he went viral. How do you feel throwing some handicapped woman's chair down a hallway? There was a crash and brawl on the Long Island Expressway, on the Long Island Highway. A savage brawl involving 6 people erupted on a Long Island highway after a car crash. The fracas broke out on Sunrise Highway and North Lindenhurst. About 2 trucks crashed Wednesday. 3 people were arrested. All of them were men. What is that? That sounds a little sexist to me. They were involved. They're known to one another. So they are known, they knew each other. Somebody wrecked into somebody. There's Jimmy, let's get him. James O'Connor. There's Jimmy. I just said Jimmy. Keep an eye on these guys right here, bro. I don't know what's something going on over here. It's too cold just to be hanging out. What are they, crazy? James O'Connor, 19, of Huntington Station, was charged with causing the accident that left the Toyota Tundra on its side. 2 children inside. Patrick O'Connor, 38, of Huntington Station, and a 16-year-old were also charged with 2 counts of assault. Footage of the brawl published by Fox News. Joe Biden said it's fake news. Guys, I'm sorry if it's going to take me a second, but my fingers hurt too much to turn the page. Colorado is the first state in the United States to ban Donald Trump for being on the election. Now, that's for the primary. He's going to lose. He's going to win the primary by 70 votes, so it doesn't matter. So I don't think it matters. But and just so you know, I despise him. I think he's a horrible human being and an even worse president and con man. But that's neither here nor there. I don't know that he should be banned from anything. I know that in the Constitution it says that anybody who causes an insurrection, which I believe he did, most people, unless you're a Trumper, believe he did. Let's go down there to the courthouse, guys. I'll be with you, and we'll fight like hell, or we're going to lose this country. And then a bunch of morons go, he's telling the truth, and they showed up. Anyways, I don't necessarily believe he should be kicked off of anything until he's convicted of something. I believe he will be convicted of at least of the 91 felonies, 40 of them maybe. Charlie Manson had 6 felonies. This guy's got 91. I don't know. I don't know that he should be kicked off of anything. I don't, and believe me, we should be kicked off everything. But I'm just being a real person. I call it like I saw it. Okay, what do we got going over here? Got some hugging going on. It looks like. Why would you have your jacket in your hand? Put your jacket on, girl. It's cold out here. What are you, crazy? I'm just going to keep it at that. This Vivek Ramaswamy guy, I hate his guts, a little smart aleck, a little douchebag. He says, I'm gonna boycott it. I go, who? You got 2% of the vote. You can boycott anything. He's a martyr. Donald Trump's doing this for you. He's doing this for you guys. Here's a real winner. Speaking of Donald Trump, if you were to type in Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein, they have about 60 pictures together. This is one of the worst, horrible pieces of crap in the history of Earth. He sexually assaulted, allegedly. Well, he was convicted of it. Hundreds and hundreds of young girls. Hundreds. As a billionaire. And his little girlfriend, what's her face? She was involved as well. Well, he hung himself in a jail cell. He just hung himself in hundreds. I think there's at least 60 different pictures from different nights where he's out with his buddy Trump. If Biden was hanging around this guy in 60 pictures, I would say, holy crap. Illegal torch sparks 5 alarm in Queens. An illegal torch. You live in a building, a huge building full of people, and one douchebag on the first floor has a torch. A contractor illegally using a blowtorch to burn lead paint on a door sparked a massive blaze in Queens, injured 14 people, and displaced 160. What a creep. Bo held in Slay using a crossbow. A bow, B-E-A-U, used a crossbow, B-O-W. A Western New York man is accused of shooting his girlfriend to death with a crossbow in their living room. Frank Letterio, 61, of Elma, allegedly shot Jill Harris, 62, multiple times. Okay, now I've owned crossbows, several, over the years. Bro, it's not like a gun where you go boom, boom, boom. You go boom, and you use your feet, you gotta string it up. It takes a minute to reload. Ain't no semi-automatic crossbows. Oh, there might be. He shot her multiple times with the medieval weapon before trying to take his own life. Too bad he wasn't successful. An autopsy revealed that Harris had been struck 3 times by arrows, once in the abdomen, once in the face, and once in the chest. What a horrible, horrible way to die, and what a horrible human being. The crossbow had to be reloaded 1 arrow at a time, adding to the sadistic nature of the crime. So when you consider what it takes to load and fire a crossbow, there's a process to it. You know, with a gun, you're pissed off, you're like, I'll kill you, bang, 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 bang. With a crossbow, you're like, I'll kill you. Don't you worry, I'll be back in a minute. I'm gonna kill you in a second. You better believe it. And don't you think about running for the... This guy should do life in prison or death penalty. Asa Hutchins. You're like, who the hell's that? Well, he's running, Hutchinson. I don't even know his name. And I'm a newsman. He's running for president. He's hovering about 1%. Okay, you understand what it costs to run for president? It costs for your crew. You have to have a manager and an agent and a campaign manager and people who get out and vote and answer the phones, and you got to take plane rides, and you got to go to press conferences, and you have to pay this guy and that guy. Bro, you're at 1%. YouTube experiments, right? I thought he dropped out as well, but it says here, yes, America, Asa Hutchinson is still running for president. We certainly don't have the mega donors behind us. No shit. And we're not self-funded like some candidates. So we're living like many Americans, from paycheck to paycheck, as I rob old folks and give them fake dreams. I made that part up. He's the Arkansas governor. He's 73. He ended last quarter with $325,000 in cash. Hutchinson rarely seen since he failed to qualify for the second debate. Oh, he's drawing. I said he was at 1%. I apologize. He's at 0.08%. But he still has a dream. I think I was polling at 2%. Failed New York YouTuber runs for president, beats Asa Hutchinson. So America is not the only place that has these shootings, unfortunately. Yesterday, it made world headline news when they had one in Prague. Prague, Prague. It's a country. Look it up. If Joe was here, I'd say, Joe, where is Prague? It is in the middle of East Asia. It is 7 degrees Celsius on the... Joe knows. I don't know shit. I don't even know what the hell Prague is. I'm going to find out. Look at this. Here's people hovering. Looks like on some kind of rooftop. Shooter. What a horrible, despicable person. Can someone keep an eye on the time for me today? I gotta go pick up some money. I gotta be there 4:30. Slaughtered a gunman. Oh, so he's up on a rooftop. He's a sniper. Look at his gun. People think, Ted Cruz thinks you should be able to buy this just to have for your house. It's the Second Amendment. You should have an M60 caliber. Come on. I'm going to get Joe a gift. It's funny that you say that because I'm getting Joe a gift card for Starbucks. I saw him last night. He looked great. I saw him today. He's actually sitting about 80 feet away from me right now. I did wave at him and he did not wave back at me. Last night I said, Joe, can I buy you a coffee? Saw him walking down the street. Oh, no, it's okay. I did give him 10 or 20 bucks last week. Him and his beautiful wife were there. Joe's a very nice man. He's a disgruntled university student. He unleashes hell in Czech capital. So if Joe was here, he would have told you that Prague is in Czechoslovakia. Now, if I just knew where Czechoslovakia is, I think it's next to Toronto. Could be wrong about that. I could be wrong. Czechoslovakia, I think it's right near Toronto, Canada. I am not going to be discussing Israel and Palestine. I think it's very, very sad what's going on over there. I will say that I support the people of Israel. I do not support the continued killing. I know that there's collateral damage in war and they're going after Hamas, but it's like 20,000 Palestinians killed already. And I get it. It's like if you had a murderer run into a mall. You got a murderer, a bad person. He shoots and kills 20 people and he goes into a mall to hide, and then the army goes into the mall and kills everyone looking for him. And believe me, I'm not knocking Israel. I just think it needs to stop. Slow down. Figure it out. But please, 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 let's pray for peace. Look at this. This is the word that's got me kicked off of every platform. You want to know the word that gets me kicked off of Instagram at least every week? I've been kicked off of Twitter. I don't even have a Twitter anymore. Kicked off. It's the word moron. I use that a lot when I'm insulting people on the thing. Pro-terror Midtown morons. So I have worked every day. I haven't been out. But when I do my lives, when I get off work, if I'm in Times Square, I do my lives. I had a great live last night. Last night, what did I do? I ran into Timbo King from Wu-Tang Clan, who's a huge Boogie Bob fan. He talked all about how I hooked him up and how I've... dear friend of mine. I took you inside of the Broadway show, Back to the Future. A Boogie Bob exclusive world tour. What are you, insane? Of course, Queen Latifah dropped by to talk about her new cookbook. That was fun. And Tom Arnold did a walk by. He didn't stay very long. Tom Arnold dropped by and asked me for $12. But I haven't run into any of the big things. If this was the old Boogie Bob show, I would have been out there 7 days. I have not run into any of the big fist fights and stuff in Times Square, and I would actually at this time prefer not to. Peace in the Middle East would be a beautiful thing. An armed carjack spree in Queens. They ain't gonna carjack me. I ain't got no car no more. A Porsche, a Benz, BMW stolen. There's your suspect, guys. If you know him, believe it or not, someone's at home going, "It's Jimmy. Oh my God, it's Jimmy. Look at his eyes." Oh boy. Shark or crocodile? Okay, what's this dude doing? I'm watching you back there, Playboy. That guy right there. A video that inadvertently captured a deadly shark attack in Mexico could shed light on whether a crocodile was actually to blame. This is very common in the animal kingdom. A shark gets blamed for everything, but it's really the crocodile doing the killing. The crocodile eats it, he's like this, pointing at the shark. Shark didn't do nothing. Canadian Joseph Jeff Bynes, 76, was swimming in the waters off Iztaca, Zihuatanejo, that's Mexico, on December 14th when he was bitten by a predator that chewed off most of his leg. On the bright side, he said, "I was actually trying to lose weight and I lost 47 pounds. Sorry, I apologize. Bynes, I definitely apologize. I'm sorry. Bynes died of blood loss while his female companion, who was also bitten by the same creature, survived. A shark was initially believed to be responsible, but doctors found the injuries to be more consistent with a crocodile. The deadly incident was captured in the background of a video of a woman playing with her toddler on the beach. I hope that toddler ain't going in that damn water. The terrifying footage captured Bynes swimming to a buoy and waving for help before being dragged under the water. Meanwhile, the shark hired a lawyer who said he was in Poughkeepsie all weekend and had pictures of hookers to prove it. So it looks like the shark is saying he was out of town. And by the way, Poughkeepsie, shout out to wherever Poughkeepsie is. Busting teens shroom jump. Guys, 2 or 3 of my memories that I have in my life when I was a young kid out drugging and rock concerting was mushrooms. You take these psilocybin mushrooms. These are mushrooms that are grown, regular old mushrooms, not the shit you see growing, not regular mushrooms you eat at the store, but some psilocybin mushrooms that grow wild under dog shit or cow shit out in the pastures can get you high as hell, and they do. It's a fungi. There's fungus among us. Well, a Massachusetts high schooler suffered severe injuries when he jumped out of a window after taking magic mushrooms, prompting police to investigate a local drug dealer believed to be targeting teens. The Brookline high school student, who was not named, jumped 6 stories after he took the illegal substances. I don't know if the kids lived or not. I think he might have lived. They didn't say. He suffered severe injuries, so he lived. Authorities zeroed in on a suspected drug dealer named Nico. Sounds like a drug guy. Sorry. If there's any Nicos out there, I apologize. Who supposedly took particular interest in selling to underage teens. Many of these items were found their way into the campus of Brookline High School, where students have been caught and they had snitched and said that they got it from Nico. Nico is now charged with buying drugs not suitable for kids at marijuana dispensaries and selling them to many underage customers. here's what's wrong with mushrooms. Okay? You can smoke your weed and get high, and then half hour later you're good. Mushrooms, bro. You ain't getting off that ride till the ride says, I want you off me. And when I took mushrooms, I had 2 or 3 very, very bad experiences, and you can't get off them. My friends would be like, oh, this is crazy, look at this. And we were at rock concerts, and I see the guy's head doing this on stage. I'm like, I don't like it. They go, we love it. Everybody's trip is different. I would tell you, please do not do them. And by the way, we would pay, I think it was $12 for a gram. A gram is small. Some of these kids take 2 or 3 grams, and you be tripping. I don't want to trip. I used to just want to stick my toe in the water a little bit. Some people like to jump in and just get it on. I don't. We're not going to be doing the migrants today, but this piece of shit governor of Texas, Abbott, has now decided he's no longer going to bus them to Chicago. He's going to fly them. He has chartered 5 or 6 massive jets and will be flying his migrants to Chicago. And then morons say, look at these illegals. They snuck in here. I don't know whether they flew them in. Don't be mad at them. Be mad at the douchebag who flew them in. Last night on my live, I witnessed a migrant kid. He was selling hats. I love New York beanies in Times Square. And the cops actually ticketed him. It's the first ticketing I had seen since the pandemic. A Florida cop kills man burning possessed kid. Lord, forgive them, for they know not what they do. Or don't forgive them if they do know what they do. A convicted felon was fatally by law enforcement. Okay, so this is horrible writing. Now, this is supposed to be fact-checked. This is proofread by an editor. Read what that first sentence says. A convicted felon was fatally by law enforcement. Does that sentence make any sense? A convicted felon was fatally by law enforcement. But fatally what? Shot? Stabbed? Killed? Choked? I don't. A convicted felon was fatally. Oh, my nails look so good today. That one little sliver of. I demand this person be fired immediately. A convicted felon was fatally by law enforcement after attacking a Florida deputy with a rod and burning his girlfriend's 9-year-old son because he believed the child was possessed by a demon. First responders who arrived in the city of Sebring for a report of a suspicious roadside debris fire around 4 p.m. Tuesday were confronted by the 39-year-old Richard Ham brandishing a pair of metal poles, according to press release. Ham and his girlfriend, LaKenya Phillips, 30, had been torching the possessions of the woman's 9-year-old son, who the man thought was possessed by a demon. Witnesses told investigators that Ham pushed the boy into the fire and covered him with flames with a flaming blanket, but the child escaped without serious injury. Thank you, Lord. Deputies who raced to the scene ordered Ham to surrender, but he allegedly refused to comply with their demands. The taser, however, appeared to have no effect on him. I got in a fist fight at Burger King one time, 1985, 84. And I had performed at a college, and these young African-American kids had seen me perform like a month before. They go, hey, were you at the so-and-so? I go, yeah, I was the only white rapper in my town. And the one guy goes, wow, that was great. You were really fun. I go, oh, thank you, man. I appreciate it. I felt like a big shot. And then all of a sudden, this homie, there's 4 or 5 of them and a female. And this homie looks at my friend who was standing with me, Johnny Brown. Nicest guy in the world. Turned out, ended up being a backstabbing coke addict, but nicest guy in the world, allegedly. But in the meantime, the guy punches my friend in the face. The guy just punches my friend in the face. That was insane. So, I was a thug. I just started swinging. I'm swinging. I could whoop all their asses, no problem. I'm no Superman, but I could whoop all their asses. It was all high school kids. And so I'm swinging, and within, I don't know, seconds, police. We were inside of a Carl's Jr.'s. It wasn't Burger King. It was Carl's Jr.'s. Police showed up, and they're swinging. And I said some stuff I shouldn't have said. I was in the height of the battle. I'll kill you. This, that, and the third. And I'm punching this kid in his face, and the cops start tasering me. I heard the noise. I didn't feel nothing. Tased me 3 times. You know, for fun, I have the police report to this day. I'm going to bring it on the show and read it to you. It's pretty funny. I didn't know they were tasing me. So they tased me again. I'm like, get off me, man. And I hear the bzzz. I'm like, what the hell is that bzzz? Didn't even... So when I hear the thing about a taser, it wasn't the kind of taser that they shoot the lasers and they stick you. It was the kind where they walk up, and 3 times. It says right in the police report. Mr. Bowen, I maybe had a beer because I wasn't a drinker. And anyway, so while I was handcuffed, the one female at the table walked up and she went, doink, right in my eye, like the Three Stooges. She doinked me right in my eye while I'm handcuffed. Long story short, everybody that worked there told the cops that they started, and I just finished it, and the cops drove me home. Which was uncool because my car was a Starbucks, 1984 Z28. I'm going to bring you the police report because when I say a story, I bring receipts. And I'll read it. I'll show it. And there's some stuff in there I'm probably embarrassed of. I'm sure I said some stuff that I wouldn't say now. I'm sure. Anyways, the cops got him. The stun gun didn't do anything. A deputy then opened fire on him, mortally wounding him. The suspect was taken to a hospital where he later died. Sorry. You're going to throw a kid in a fire pit. All I did was beat up 5 little punks who were punching my boy in the face. I said, oh, Boogie Bob's lying. Boogie Bob's got the receipts, bitch. Sorry. She doinked me right in the eye. She didn't do the 2-finger poke. She did the poke. Boink! All the way up to her knuckle. When you're in the fight or flight mode and you feel like you're getting swarmed on, all you got to do is start punching one guy in his face, and his homies are like, well, do I want to get in on somebody else? And then if you get lucky, you start punching the second guy. The third guy's like, I really ain't trying to get beat up. And the cops are stun gunning me. I used to wear leather jackets. So this would have probably caught on fire, this piece of crap. But I used to wear leather jackets. They were stun gunning my leather jacket. Hippie meal, Ohio McD shut. Ohio McDonald's was closed by health inspectors after a customer reported getting a crack pipe in the drive-thru breakfast order. Hi. Welcome to McDonald's. What can I do for you? Yeah, I'd like to get let me get a fillet of fish? Oh, no, sir. This is morning. We're doing... Okay. Give me an egg McMuffin, and I'll have a McGriddle, hash browns, and give me a McCrack pipe. I'd like a McCrack pipe to go, sir. The anonymous customer initially posted on Reddit about the disturbing find in his meal. That's a happy meal. All right, that was horrible. At the crack of dawn. No. He said he bought the bag back to the store where he was working. He alerting a manager something similar wouldn't end up in the Happy Meal. However, he declined an offer a refund, instead reported it to Franklin County Public Health. They offered him a refund. So one time, back in those days I was talking about, I ate at McDonald's, and my friends worked there. And I bit into my Big Mac or whatever it was. I think the quarter pounder was brand new. I bit into a quarter pounder. This was 80 something, brand new. And I bit into the quarter pounder. It was a wire. Went into the roof of my mouth. Didn't really hurt me. It just poked me. I go, what the hell? There's a wire. And I tried to sue. I went back to McDonald's. I go, look at this wire. Can I get some McNuggets? You know, I was thinking small time back then. I demand it within the thing. And they go, get out. I go, no, but the wire. Did I ever tell you the story? I went to a all-you-can-eat place with my friend, and we were walking down the thing, putting food in the thing, and then we got to one spot, my foot slipped. The floor had a big thing of grease on there. I go, oh my God, I almost fell. We went back to the table. He goes, you know, you can get a lawsuit. Slip and fall. You can get a lawsuit. I go, what, really? Such a dumb bag. Douchebag, dirtbag. And I told my friend, I go, let's get money. Let's get some money for this. So he goes, okay, you got to fall in front of people. So I ate my food. I went back for the second order, and I went shoo-gook, and I fell. Oh my God! Oh, my back! I hurt my leg. And there just happened to be the three guys sitting at the table near me. One of them was a lawyer. Gave me his card. He said, I saw the whole thing. You okay, son? I'm like a moron. I didn't know how it worked. I didn't call an ambulance. I didn't call the cops. I go, I'll call you. My leg hurts so bad. I got in the car. And I had my friend, I'll never forget, he put his finger like this with the knuckle like this. I go, all right, you just got to punch me in the knee a bunch of times. And he didn't care. He started punching me in my knee as hard as he could. All it did was hurt like hell, and I got nothing. No, I went to my lawyer guy, because I used to get in trouble all the time. He goes, it's called a slip and fall, Bobby. He called me Bobby. You're getting nothing. You have any broken legs? Did you go to the... I go, well, no, but look at my knee. Look at how red it is. My friend punched me in my kneecap like 9 times with a knuckle like this. Dave Malkowitz. Health inspectors then closed the location Wednesday after finding multiple health code violations during the construction being done. Construction workers were moving freely through the restaurant, blah, blah, blah. They found a Mick crack pipe. I said it was a happy meal. No one laughed. I didn't hear none of you laughing. Then I said he got up at the crack of dawn. Ah, boy. Billy Joel. Look at this. Look at how cute this is. This is his kids. Billy Joel has sold out the Madison Square Garden more than any other artist. It's his Jingle Bells show. His kids came out and sang Jingle Bells. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing no stories about Vin Diesel. I don't want no static. Did you know that Vin Diesel, when I was at Hard Rock on 57th Street, was a doorman there? He used to wear these really tight t-shirts. This was before he got famous. I knew Vin Diesel when he had hair. God, I wish I would have been his buddy back then. I would have been his buddy now. Former Times Square comedy club Caroline's, which I had for about 11 years, on Broadway, and the New York Comedy Festival have sent out their famed funny holiday cards. I don't care. If anybody knows her phone number, I just need to talk to her. It's just a personal matter. Oh boy. Remember Maury Povich? You are not the father. The guy's been dancing like, I told you, bitch. I told you I wasn't the... We only did it once and I wear a condom. It must have fell off because you the daddy. No, you're not. Well, Maury Povich, he's really trying to cling to being relevant. He's now proving who the daddy is at the zoo. I think it's him. Look how shady he look. He like, yo, I did it. Look at the cute little baby. The mama's like, nah, bitch, you paying me some bananas because you are the daddy. Or maybe that's the mommy. Well, look at the beard. Yeah, I'm thinking that's the mommy. And dad's over there chewing things like, I ain't chilling. But the baby deserves to know who the daddy is, and Maury Povich is going to let you know. His big reveal. He's even got the envelope. He's wearing a damn tuxedo to tell you what orangutan. Now, first of all, there's the mommy, and there's a little baby right there. Look at how cute. This one here, it's either him or him. He looks the shady. Well, if you're looking at the baby, he's got his eyes. Mom's chilling. Look at mom. Immediately, this guy says, she's a whore. I didn't know she was seeing Tony. Great apes. Sumatran orangutan Arena and her baby Siska Get some rest at the Denver Zoo. Oh boy. So who do you think is the father? Him? Look at the baby. Or him? Left or right, guys? So this would be right. This gray guy's right. And this guy's left. I want you to see who's the father. Come on, get in there. Is it left? Is it right or left? There's the baby. Right or left? Alfred says left. By the way, the winner today gets a free iPad. Absolutely brand new free iPad from Temu. Well, Miss Reilly just won an iPad. Great apes. Sumatran orangutan Arena and her baby Siska get some rest at the Denver Zoo. Barani is the father. You are the father. And he quickly jumped over the fence and escaped. Last I heard, he was in a convertible on his way to Tijuana. So he's the dad, but he's not sticking around. He said, I'm not giving you nothing. And this poor guy right here said, I really loved you. I really loved you. You're a two-timing whore. That wasn't nice. That wasn't nice. Maury's big reveal for the orangutan baby papa. The daddy is... Oh, I should have been reading it. It says, you are not the father. You are the father. He quickly got up and got a lawyer. The father of the newborn orangutan at the Denver Zoo was a mystery, so staff called Maury. Maury to the rescue. The veteran daytime talk show host, best known for telling surprise guests on the show, you are not the father, or you are the father, helped the zoo reveal the paternity test of 4-month-old Sumatra. Oh boy, I don't like this one. A teacher's body was found in the trunk of a burned car. The body of a young teacher from California was found inside the trunk of a burned-out car after a fire at her boyfriend's house Wednesday. The gruesome discovery was made at 8:30 a.m. when the firefighters were called to put out the blaze inside the garage at Los Angeles suburb in Quartz Hill. By the time the first responders arrived, the flames had incinerated several cars, including the one with the woman's body in the trunk. Neighbors reported hearing a woman screaming and what sounded like an explosion just before the fire ignited. The Los Angeles Sheriff's Department has launched an investigation, a homicide investigation in connection with the woman's death, but has not disclosed. The husband, the boyfriend did it. What are you, crazy? The boyfriend did it. The finger doesn't always work. Guys, if you know her number, I just need to talk to her. It's important because it's just, trust me on this one. I need her. Okay, New Year's lay instead of New Year's Day. Tapachaw's in the house. Hi, Tapachaw. How are you? Rev's here. RJ's here. Instead of New Year's Day, it says New Year's Lay, and it's a cautionary tale about on New Year's. They don't have to tell me. I ain't getting that. I did have it on New Year's back in '83. The last time I had sex was '83. I believe Reagan was in the White House. The New Year will be coming in with a bang. Oh boy! This writer should be fired and arrested for sexual. His name is Jorge Fitzgibbon. Jorge Fitzgibbon. The new year will be coming in with a bang. And anal. Well, why did he put that in there? That's crazy. A scientific study says New Year's Eve revelers in the U.S. will indulge to have unprotected sex at a higher rate than during the holidays. That's because everybody's drinking champagne. Honey, can we have sex this year for my New Year's resolution? Yes. Without a rubber? Okay, one time. And then around October, or whatever 9 months is later, there's all kinds of kids born. the U.S. Windows. The study's steamy findings are based on the seasonal sale of morning after pills and other types of emergency contraceptions, which boozed-up revelers are more likely to use after the year-end big ball drop. Now, my big ball dropped back in '87. My small ball is right where it's always been, but my big ball did drop. That's why I can no longer wear shorts or ride a bicycle. Cops. Call cops for queer book. Oh boy. Okay, let me tell you something. Shakespeare once said, "Methinks thou protest too much." Okay? That is a reference to someone who says when someone goes in saying something bad about something else too much, they're involved. When Trump says, "Oh, the election is cheaters," that's because he was cheating on his election. When someone says gay people are really bad, those people are the ones who usually suck the most. Methinks thou protest too much. You know how many homophobic guys have been caught doing that? Well, this person, police officers were called to a Massachusetts middle school after receiving an anonymous complaint that a commonly banned book on gender expression was being read in an 8th grade class. Now listen, I have trans in my family. I don't have kids, so I don't know what the appropriate age to learn about this is, but if you think that your 8th grade kid doesn't know what trans or gay is, you better lift up their mattress and look for the magazine. Wait, do they even make magazines anymore? I don't think so. I don't think they do. When I was a young man, turning into a teenager, you had no internet porn. You had Time magazine. Bobby, where are you going with the National Geographic? Oh, Mom, I'm going in the bathroom. I want to read about Greek politicians. I'm going to be in there about 2 hours, Mom. So, don't... I'll never forget, I was at home. I think I moved to New York, but I went back to California, to my parents' house. And I was sleeping on the couch. And probably 2 or 3 in the morning, and I was by myself. You know what I'm saying? And my dad comes to wake me up. Bobby. But I was doing something at the time, half asleep. I go, "Oh, sorry, Dad, I got mosquito bites. I was scratching. I was down there scratching some mosquito bites." He goes, yeah, well, are you done scratching your mosquito bites? Could you go into your room, please? I go, yeah, but it was a big mosquito. He goes, yeah. I used to have mosquito bites back in the day as well. I used to do a stand-up comedy routine where I'd tell everybody, listen, never masturbate at your house while wearing headphones with your eyes closed. Someone might walk up and do this to you. Hey, oh no, I had a groin pull. Yeah, you had a groin pull, all right. Greece pledges gay nuptials. Greece center-right government said Thursday it would fulfill a commitment to legalize same-sex marriage despite staunch opponents and opposition from the Greek Orthodox Church. I have said forever, I think gay people have the right to be just as miserable in marriage as the rest of us. All right, I'm not doing that. Willy Wonka's coming back out. So is Aquaman. Aquaman got 1 star. That must be crap. Iron Claw. Can't wait to see that. It's the story of the Von Erichs. The Von Erichs was a wrestling dynasty. There was 5 brothers, and their dad, Fitz Von Erich, was one of the most famous wrestlers in the history of wrestling. And they ran Texas. These guys were bigger than Michael Jackson. They were huge superstars. There was Kerry and David and Kevin. And these were huge superstars. Well, all 5 committed suicide. 1 is still alive. 5, 1 died. David died overseas in Japan. He was a huge superstar. He died of some intestinal thing. And then one by one, they slowly, and Carrie was the biggest, most famous. One by one, they shot and killed themselves. They had a younger brother who died when he was like 5. He got electrocuted. So there was 6 or 7 Von Erichs, and there's 1 left. I think Kevin is still alive. Hi, yo, Ange. How are you? What's poppin', Ange? Okay, so how would you like to be this guy? He's known as the creepy scrawler. Look at this creep. Can you see him? I don't even know if you can see him. There he is. He's running around. A former Queens building manager who allegedly terrorized tenants and proudly displayed Nazi paraphernalia. He's charged with scrawling "Kill Hamas" condo board all over. Surveillance cameras have him scrawling. He's scrawling all kinds of shit. Guys, if you're going to do stuff, remember there's a camera. There's cameras watching me right now. There's one right there. I got 70 people watching me right now. Could I scrawl Hitler on that wall over there? Thank you, Rev. Thank you. I'm going to extend it 15 minutes. I just have to be to Dream to pick up some money that I desperately need. All right, we're going to see here. Merry Christmas to all from WABC. And if you tune in now, you can catch this creep. Rudy Giuliani with his creepy son. I apologize. I should not have said that. Chicago Pole guilty in racket. A giant wave hits a cruise. You go on a cruise ship, you think these big ass ships, some of them, hi Tom Slimmer. By the way, I love you, your family, and your pops. God bless. A Norwegian cruise ship lost power when a rogue wave, now what's a rogue wave, bro? A rogue wave smashed windows on the bridge as it sailed into the North Sea with 266 passengers on board. These, I haven't been on one, but they're as big as a mall. They're like 25 stories tall. They're as big as these buildings. En route to England, lost its ability to navigate after its electricity went out, after a huge wave hit it. Abducted New York girl's road to normal life. I'm not doing that today. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I still got to get to my horoscopes. Today it's called the Libra scopes. We're doing the Libra scopes today. Terror stalks IKEA. Terror. Okay, donkey skin off market. Amazon will no longer be offering libido-boosting donkey skin for sale in California. Who the hell wants donkey skin? After a nonprofit group filed a lawsuit against the retailer. A nutritional supplement that includes donkey skin. Honey, did you take your vitamins? I sure did. Did you take your Metamucil? Yes, ma'am. Did you take your donkey skins? I did. They were fantastic. What are you, a creep? Amazon still selling hatred. Amazon continues to market anti-Semitic paraphernalia through its online marketplace despite rising concerns about hatred and violence towards Jews following the Hamas attack on October 7th. The Seattle-based e-tailer allows vendors to sell Nazi-themed collectibles such as stamps, anti-Semitic books, promoting conspiracy flags with racist symbols, and they should be shut down for that. You can't shut down them, but you can't do that on eBay. So one day I was walking by, I found a whole stack of books on the side of the sidewalk, old books. I took them. I sold a bunch of them on eBay. Well, one of them is called Children of the Holocaust, Children of the Swastika. And it is an absolute stunning first edition print right here from New York from 1930 or something. You know what? I'm going to bring it and show it to you guys. It's more of a pamphlet book. Beautiful. I want to donate it to a Jewish Holocaust museum because I can't find one anywhere online. And of course, you can't sell it on eBay. They won't allow you to sell Nazi memorabilia. At least they used to not. But, you know, money is everything, and Bezos has enough that he shouldn't be allowing this type of stuff. I'm surprised. I'm actually surprised that they would allow it on there. There is no place for hatred, anti-Semitism, any racism at all, bullying, body shaming, bigotry, homophobia, xenophobia, claustrophobia. There's no place in our society for claustrophobia. I would like you all to come sit in my closet with me. Guys, we're only doing 3 today. 1, 2, 3. Ooh. Round and round. My finger hit it. Round and round, and where it goes, everybody stops, nobody knows. It is on Aries. Today is the Aries scopes, so it's only befitting that it would stop on Aries. It is, let us see, Aries. The sun's change of signs today will encourage you to be more ambitious and also make you more visible to people in positions of power. So it is of the utmost importance that you show your best side. Don't give rivals the chance to undermine your efforts. Round and round. Oh, does anybody want to guess where it's going to stop? I say today it's going to stop on Leo. But what do I know? I'm wrong all the time. It stops on... Oh boy. Is that Pisces or Aquarius? I'm going to say it's Pisces. It's time for Pisces scopes. Pisces, activities involving groups of people. Now that right there is an orgy. That's an orgy, so I don't even want to continue. I think this is going in a bad direction. It's pretty sad when Pisces is running around doing these orgies. It's the orgy scopes. Activities involving groups of people who share the same values and aims are under excellent stars. So get out into the world and make a difference. You may think you have enough friends already, but you are about to add thousands more to the list. Now that's a pretty big orgy. That's pretty gross. Thousands? Hundreds, yes, but that's crazy. All right. I'm going to say today it's going to be Aquarius. My eyes are closed. I don't know when it stops. So, Scorpio. That's me. Just because you have an abnormally large penis does not... Okay, first of all, I did not write this stuff. This is accurate, but very insensitive to my viewers. I want to apologize for that. That was a faux pas. That was a huge... You may not want to be the peacemaker in some kind of dispute, but you know if you don't get involved, it could rumble on for days or even weeks. Use your powers of persuasion to help others see sense, but if that fails, try knocking some heads together. Now that almost sounds like I made it up. I did not. That sounds like violence. I don't condone the violence. You may not be the peacemaker in some kind of dispute, but you know if you don't get involved, it could rumble on for days or even weeks. Use your powers of persuasion to help others see sense. But if that fails, try knocking some heads together. Well, what am I? Unless they're talking about gay porn. I don't know what that would refer to. All right, I'm going to do one bonus. It's a bonus round, and then I'm out of here. It's Leo. Kathy's in the house. Look at that. Kathy with her due diligence. Let's see what Kathy has involved. So far, we've had penises. We've had orgies. I don't like the way this is going. Let's hope Kathy's is wholesome and fun. The whole world could disagree with you today, and it would not worry you in the slightest. You are so sure that your way of looking at life is the right way, and that you won't feel angry with those who disagree with you. Just a bit sad. Well, I think if you disagree with Kathy, then you are probably a piece of crap. Guys, I want to thank you for tuning in. As always, I want to thank Rev. I want to thank each and every one of you. Nayan, God bless you. Rev, thank you so much. David Young's in the house. God bless you, David. Kathy Jackson says, true, true, true. Everybody who tuned in, the Mighty Bull, of course. RJ, God bless you. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. Guys, it is the season. It is not about a red guy with a beard and a red suit. That's great for the kids, but let us all remember that it is about the season of giving, kindness, compassion. You don't got to give nobody a gift. How about you're not mean to that person? How about you're kind to that person? There's your gift. There's your gift. Hey, Billy, here's a sweater. Thank you so much. Well, what'd you get me? I got you kindness. Oh, that's crappy. It's not. Kindness is a gift you're giving yourself when you give to others. Be kind and loving and good, and you will prosper. 2024 is coming up. I have some really amazing things on this show. It's going to be one of the best shows of all time. You guys are going to love every second of it. And if I ever lied to you before, I will tell you right now, I have never lied to you before. I'm a guy who always tells the truth. And I would tell you that this show is going to be fantastic, wonderful. God bless you.